Alright, quick disclaimer before we get into things. I am not sponsored by Ghost or affiliated with any business for that matter. I fry chicken 50 hours a week. I know, exciting. This is my universal scoring system, so anything that I rate a 5 means that it's decent. Anything below a 5 means it's not for me. F tier is more like pretty repulsive. And anything above a 5 means that I genuinely like it. So, all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so kicking things off, we're going to start off with the Ghost OG, the original, the first one of the bunch, and consequentially the last one I even found. Alright, bottoms up. I don't even know what the fuck this tastes like. Closest thing I can bring myself to is like it's like an unfulfilled Red Bull. It's a little bit flatter. It's not as full in flavor. It doesn't have the actual sugar to have the kick. It's not great. It's not bad. I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. Just run of the mill, straight down the middle. Wow, definitely don't take this guy wine tasting with you. So yeah, OG Ghost, 5 out of 10. That lands it in the C tier. And we're on to the next one. Alright, Taco from the future here, about to save you 2.5 minutes of me saying, raspberry cream, tastes like raspberry, tastes like cream, kinda tastes like raspberry cream. Yeah, no shit. This flavor, super good. The cream adds a lot of vanilla sweetness to it. The tart from the raspberry is extremely complimentary. I give this thing an 8 out of 10. If you want to see me sip this, I can pretend like, delicious. Going into A tier. It literally tastes like these raspberry cream savers right here. Just carbonate it. The drink is awesome. Raspberry cream Ghost is easily going in the A tier. Gather around, everybody. It's story time. So this next one is actually the very first Ghost I've ever tried, and it was a complete and total accident. So one of my coworkers brought a bunch of, more than this, like 8 cans or so of Ghost, and there was Redberry, there was blue, I think it was the green apple and not this black cherry, and everything's just mixed up in a bag, and I was like, okay, cool, sounds good. I'm gonna try blue raspberry. So grab a can, and it was Swedish Fish. Took one sip, hated it, and I stayed away from Ghost for like, probably didn't try it again for 3 months. Alright, so Swedish Fish, we're going to give you your redemption arc. We're going to see, was I just caught off guard and I was appalled by that flavor? Or are you actually that damn bad? Almost smells like nothing. Is this thing expired? It's got 2 months. So, it's a little warming. It's sweet. Not as potent in like the spice that I originally had thought. I had memories of this thing slapping me in the face and calling me Susie, but holy crap, this is a little underwhelming. Originally, I thought that this would be one of the worst drinks. I love this little can, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna give this a 5 out of 10. Pretty inoffensive, decent to drink, a little bit warming. Yeah, it's cool. Perfect. So with all that being said, we're going to put the Swedish Prime Minister in C tier. I do like it better than the original if it will let me switch this. There we go. Yeah, I think because it's close to expiration, probably wasn't that full in flavor, so it's a little average, but still, not bad. Alright, so just to preface this, I am not a black cherry fan. If Swedish Fish wasn't my least favorite, I assume this one probably will be my least favorite. But never know, this might be my number 1. Alright, here's to hopefully not tasting like medicine. Smells like cherry, like the good kind of cherry. And definitely not my favorite. So, in all honesty, if you like black cherry, you'll probably really like this one. It's not fair for me to judge it based on preferences, but I have to. What am I going to do? Give it a 10 out of 10 and say I don't like it? So, yeah, It's decent. The sour isn't overwhelming. It adds some flavor. The black cherry kind of creeps in like a weird kind of aftertaste. It reminds me of like a cherry cola kind of thing, minus the cola. It's look, it is what it is. I'm probably gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Not horrible, and if you like black cherry, you'll like. Wow, what an amazing description. At least I didn't call it warm 3 times like I did the Swedish Fish, but yeah, this one's going in the D tier. Just not a fan of black cherry. All right, now we're on to drink number 5 out of 23. We got the Strawberry Bubblicious. Let's hit her up. Smells just like the bubble gum. The way this tastes like Hubba Bubba gum is ridiculous. Every little aftertaste is like chewing into that gum and the juice that leaks out, like really good. On a sweetness scale, I'd probably give it like 3 pigeons out of a seagull. It's not that strong on the strawberry, but the bubble gum nailed it. All right, so overall, thinking about 7 out of 10. The only thing keeping this thing from being perfect is doesn't really have any strawberry. You know, I wasn't a bubble boy growing up, so I don't have that strong of an affinity with Hubba Bubba gum, bubble gum in general. The flavor's good. I think it's really cool, interesting. This would be something to grab maybe once a month in rotation, but once again, it's just missing a little oomph to it. The Dirty Bubble is definitely a bop, so it's going in the B tier. Ain't nothing quite like a nice cold Arnold Palmer on a hot summer day. Ghost understands. You know, when this flavor first got announced, I was probably the least excited for it out of anybody. I had no idea who the hell would want a carbonated iced tea lemonade. Sounded disgusting, but wow. This is probably easy top 5, 9 out of 10. So relaxing, tastes just like a nice sweet tea, hint of lemonade in there. So refreshing, especially when it's, you know, hot. It's pretty much a carbonated brisk iced tea, just minus all the tooth decay from the sugar. Easy top of A tier. Everybody probably got nervous when I said that I don't like the black cherry flavors, but there's a clear distinction in the flavor of this cherry limeade right here. Let's crack this baby open. There's a hair in there. Oh, fuck me. All right, it's all clean. Let's give this baby a try. And right off the bat, the clear difference is, while both of these are synthetic, this tastes far more like the real fruit slash berry slash vegetable slash whatever the hell a cherry is. Ordinarily, I wouldn't want to compare the two of these, but they are pretty similar in flavor. Kind of. This cherry tastes more like the real fruit, and the sourness creeps in from the limeade, which feels far more natural. This one has a better balance, where this one feels far more synthetic and artificial. Cherry limeade, very popular online, definitely a fan favorite. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, but I could easily see the argument for a 10 out of 10 based on your personal preferences. This drink, perfection. Just let that set. A tier is about to be completely stacked because Ghost really doesn't miss. I like it better than the raspberry cream, so it's going right behind the iced tea lemonade. I just woke up, sorry if I look like a bum, but today we're going to try some green apple. So let's crack this baby open. This is going to be our breakfast. Not a big green apple fan, but pretty accurate. This is just not my flavor. Very, very sour. The flavor of green apple is there, although it's far more potent in an actual green apple. Not that I should be comparing things to the fruit, but still, this feels pretty accurate to those Jolly Rancher candies, but why the hell am I going to drink 16 ounces of Jolly Rancher juice? Unfortunately, this with the black cherry, and these are 2 cans I'm not going to finish, and will probably never buy again. So I'm probably thinking a 4 out of 10. What? If you like green apple, you'll definitely like this one. Like I said, those Jolly Rancher candies, the green apple ones, flavor's on point. I can't drink 16 ounces of that. Alright, hit me up when they make a Cosmic Crisp flavor instead. Green apple fans, I'm sorry, but it's going top of D tier. I know I said it's not fair to compare these to the real fruit, but this peach flavor is better than the real thing. When Bowser was singing that Peaches song, he wasn't singing about no princess, okay? This is what he was loving. This smells fucking magical. This is what Mario needs to rescue from the castle. There's no juice in here, but the way this is balanced, it feels so hydrating. It feels like biting into a juicy ass peach. Not that kind of peach, get your mind out of the gut. Perfect, so with all that being said, Peaches, I'm gonna give you a 6 out of 10. I think you are good, just not psych. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think this is almost as good as the iced tea lemonade, just a smidgen behind. Easy A tier. Alright, Ghost getting better grades than I ever did in school. A tier is looking absolutely stacked right now. Boom! Jump scare. Alright, it's blue raspberry time. Last time I had a raspberry that turned blue, it got me sick. Let's see how this one does. So, really interesting flavor. I'm getting cotton candy that transitions into that kind of blue raspberry traditional flavor, then a sour aftertaste after that. It's very layered, not bad, not the blue raspberry I'm kind of hoping for, but it's a good flavor. I've had a lot of different blue raspberry flavored drinks. This one just kind of lands a little bit above average, I'd say. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Good, just nothing that stand out. Alright, this one definitely doesn't make me sick, but Ghost just has a lot of better flavors out there, and I've had other blue raspberries that I prefer. Strawbango, your first kiss, more than $100 in your bank account. That guy in high school that called you a loser and now he's addicted to meth and spending the next 5 years in prison. What do these things all have in common? They're all S tier, baby. You see that? You see that light emanating from the can when I crack it open? Two of my absolute favorite flavors are strawberry, mango. This is literally the best of both worlds. It is the perfect combination of both. Not one overpowers the other. It's so smooth, it's so fresh, it's fucking perfect. Nobody sells this near me. I have to get it online. It's not even exclusive to Circle K anymore, but just not a single store in my area has this. And it's a shame. It's easy 10 out of 10. Hands down, one of the best energy drink flavors I've ever had. Strawbango is going to be our first S tier for the Ghost drinks. This right here is the most disappointing flavor I've ever tried, okay? If Strawbango is Promised Neverland Season 1, this is Promised Neverland Season 2, okay? This is so rushed. It's basically Strawbango minus the straw, so you're just left with Ango, because it's not even a full mango. What the hell is this thing? This is... Drop my controller. It's literally just sweet soda. If I blink, I miss the flavor completely. This... Pretty sure it's discontinued, and I know why. Promise you I didn't get kidnapped, okay? But if I did, it was probably by whoever the hell stole this mango. This thing is kind of like these shrimp Mato-chans that only have like 3 little shrimps in there. Yeah, it's good. It's decent. If I could find it. If I blink, I miss it. And I'm all for subtle flavors, but don't let the overpowering aspect of this just be the sweetness in there. I'm thinking a 5 out of 10. It's not a bad drink. It's just, when you have something as good as mango, I wish there was mango. I'm sorry, I know a lot of you like this one, but I gotta put the caffeinated LaCroix in the seeds here. Crazy ass heat wave we got going on here. We ain't in Vegas anymore, Toto, but good thing Ghost made another lemonade flavor. Honestly, despite me not being the biggest fan of the sour flavors, this one feels extremely complimentary. It's lightly sweet. The sour feels like it's actually a flavor instead of an attack on you. It's very well balanced. The lemonade creeps in, a little bit of strawberry. I like it. All in all, I'm feeling a decent to strong 7 on this one. Transition, did you like it? Did you love it? How would you rate it? If it had titties, would you go and date it? I like it, just not one of my favorites. Pink lemonade's going in the B tier. This video's long as hell, but we're in the final 10. Alright, I got a double whammy. Joining me right now is my wife, Angie. I paid $5 for each of these, so hopefully they're not the same exact flavor. We got Faze Up and Citrus, and we're going to try them back to back. Baby, go ahead and open it. Mine smells like pure lime. They smell different. That one smells like a Sierra Mist, and this one smells like a lime soda. So hopefully I didn't waste my money. They're subtly different. This one gives me a weird ass aftertaste though. It almost tastes stale. This one does have a little bit more flavor to it, kind of like a Mountain Dew. That one's kind of like a Diet 7-Up or a Diet Sierra Mist. Honestly, neither one of these are my thing. How would you rate it, baby?
These like 8.5. And these, what's it? Like 6.5. It's not bad.
She's being a lot more generous than me. I'm probably thinking like a 4 for the citrus and generously like a 5 for the Faze Up. I like the Faze Up. It has this stale introductory taste that it's not hidden for me. And the citrus, it just reminds me too much of a diet soda. Like the exact sweetener, artificial sweetener that they're using for a diet soda is just really creeping through on this. The underlying flavors on both of these are great. Just fuck, it's missing something. Alright, so hold on. I'm checking the bottom of this thing. This thing is expired. It expired like 3 months ago. So that probably explains why it tastes stale. This one expires this month. So it's pretty much, they're both kind of expired. Just shows you how long I've been sitting on this video. Alright, citrus is not a 4. I'm giving it a 5. I think it's better than the OG. And the Faze Up, I'm going to bump up to a 6. I'm going to put it below the blue raspberry. I think that's a lot fairer in retrospect. Pretty sure the lighting's really horrible because I cannot see myself. But let's give this baby a try. Nice fresh, first take. Yeah, I don't know what it even smells like. It's just kind of generically sour and sweet. There's some kind of fruit going on there. I can't quite pinpoint it. I think they're going for a blend, hence the rainbow. But it's not bad. I think the two flavors that I'm tasting the most in here that are creeping out are orange and fruit punch. The sour's not too much in your face. It's pretty complimentary. I think I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. But now I kind of want to go on a tangent. Let me show you something real quick. We got sour black cherry. We got sour blue raspberry. Sour watermelon. Sour redberry. Sour pink lemonade. Sour green apple. Sour strips rainbow candy. Come on, Ghost. You could have made me a pineapple flavored Ghost, okay? You could have made a honeydew Ghost. You could have made a lightly minted wintergreen, a vanilla Dr. Pepper. You could have made a root beer. You could have made a tamarindo. You could have made a strawberry kiwi. You could have made a more tropical blend that emphasizes the mango, the pineapple, the melons in there. You could have made a fucking A1 steak sauce flavored Ghost for all I care, okay? You could make a birria Ghost. I could dip little tacos in it. Stop making so many flavors that are like the central focus is just the sourness throughout the whole can. I think it's great for a few sips, but after 16 ounces, it doesn't hit the same. You know, it's a little overwhelming. It leaves that residue on your teeth. It doesn't feel good. Like, have some sourness in there, have it complement the flavor like you did with the pink lemonade. Like the cherry limeade has some sour in there. The peaches, like even the raspberry cream has some sour, and I think it works. Just balance it a little bit better. You don't need another sour flavor coming out. I want to make it clear that by no means do I hate these sour flavors. I just think, you know, we have 7 right now. I don't think we need an 8th one coming out. Sour Strips is good. It's going in the middle of B tier. Look at this beautiful Golden Knights Las Vegas hockey team can. Orange cream. Probably the worst flavor they've ever made. Said nobody ever. And if you did, you probably kick puppies. I'm a sucker for flavors like this. I always love those little orange creamsicles and stuff. Just, I don't know, that vanilla cream flavor complements so many different types of fruits. I love it. And I think it's missing just a little bit more flavor in there to be absolutely perfect. This has the potential for a 10 out of 10 from me, but I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. I just don't think it has enough flavor. Orange cream is landing itself in the A tier. I'm going to put it above the raspberry cream and the cherry limeade just because I think on a day-to-day basis, I'm more inclined to grab this drink. Phenomenal. All right, right here we got Redberry. It's a fan favorite from the M Condo Dwarves and personally one of my favorite releases from the entire sour series. It's got like a perfect blend of raspberry, cherry. It's not sour, really. It's just so light on the tongue. It's, my opinion, probably the best release from the sour series. Right there with the pink lemonade. I kind of go back and forth on which one I would personally crave. It's just a situational thing. I'm feeling a strong 7 on this. B for Blurite. We are putting this one in the B tier right behind the sour pink lemonade. And this is going to take a lot of fandangling that I'm going to do off camera. Alright, I think you guys have earned it finally. If you made it this far in the video, come take a walk with me. I'm gonna show you something. When you ask me what my 2 favorite flavors are, see how dark everything is? And look at that. The EDC Ghost can literally glows in the dark. Like, this thing is so cool. So when I think about what makes a flavor S tier, I think about what can I actually have day to day. You know, I drink it as my morning coffee. I just have one energy drink in the morning and that starts my day. So this flavor right here, Electric Limeade, is essentially like a light Mountain Dew flavor with a nice fresh key lime just squeezed right in there. It's so perfect. So probably for the past 3 months, I've been drinking this flavor as my go-to, okay? I wake up in the morning, I grab Electric Limeade, I shower, I go to work for 10 hours in a kitchen, and I feel great. This is, every morning I wake up, I feel welcomed by this flavor. It's not so potent, it's pretty relaxing. It's not one of those flavors that just like slaps you. It's inviting. I love it. I could drink this day to day and I'm still not tired of it. 10 out of 10, S tier. The amount of times that I've had this drink and I'm still not tired of it, it's easily in the S tier above Strawbango. That's right. You guys already guessed it. You know what day it is. It's October 31st, Halloween, baby. And you know what that means? It means it's only 246 days away from the 4th of July. It's America time. So, I thought I've tried this flavor before, and then I realized it was Faze Pop. And that's a completely different flavor, because this is a bombsicle and Faze Pop was a cola. I didn't like that cola flavor. I thought it was very poor. I would have given that probably a 4 out of 10. We're going to find out how Merica Pop is. Never tried it. Rocking the good old red, white, and blue right now. All right, bombs burst in the air. Let's spill this all over the carpet, apparently, and give this a sip. not really what I was expecting. I'm kind of tasting some cherry and some lime. Not quite like the cherry limeade, just really smooth and kind of artificial flavor. There, you guys can see my workstation now. Yeah, I really don't know how to feel about this one. I'm probably thinking a 6 out of 10. It's not bad in flavor. It's pretty decent, but can't quite pinpoint it. It's such a blend of that cherry and that that white dissolving ice cream citrus kind of taste. Slightly sparkling. I mean, obviously it's sparkling, it's carbonated, but that's not what I mean. And the flavor wise, I can't describe it, but hey, decent enough. You know, I spent $22 on that sweater just for that joke in this video. I've sat here in this chair for about 20 minutes and now I have to go to work, but I still gotta film something. Bubblicious. Sorry I couldn't think anything through for you. It smells really nice and sweet. Emphasis on the sweet. The cotton candy really does seep through on this one. It's very similar to the strawberry Bubblicious. I think just an extra slap in the face with some artificial sweeteners in a fairly good way. I mean, look, it's got 15 calories, okay? This thing is packing. This is probably the sweetest drink that they've ever dropped. It's not bad. I think it's really complimentary with the bubblegum flavor to have that kind of sweetness from the cotton candy seep in afterwards. But it's still, doing a whole can of this is a little too much. Same grievance I have with some of the sour flavors where it's just a little too potent in your face that by the time you get down there, it just kind of wears on you. The drink starts off really good. I was honestly thinking a 7 out of 10. And then as I get halfway through, I'm thinking more of a 6 out of 10. It's just overbearingly sweet. And I'm teetering on 5 out of 10 or 6. I can't make up my mind if I truly like this thing. I think taking a couple sips in the future is tempting, but buying a whole can is kind of hard to get through. The first few sips of this thing are fantastic, but in all honesty, if I can't finish the drink, I can't justify putting it in the B tier. So, Bubblicious cotton candy, you're going top of C. Ok, próxima bebida es la sandía. Vamos a probarlo y... Oh, este way. Wrong drink. Wrong language. We got sour watermelon up next. Let's give it a shot. 22 drinks in and I'm still gonna say it. Let's crack this baby open. Got nothing better, huh? This thing tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It's nothing like the real fruit. I wish they kind of pulled more of a peaches style and got it nice and juicy like a refreshing watermelon, but it's not bad for what it is. I'm just saying, Ghost, you could have made an orange crush flavored Ghost, okay? You can make a gingerbread for Christmas. You can make... Oh, stop. Flavor's fine. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Just not something I can constantly do. A little too overbearingly sweet and leaves that residue on your teeth that I've always talked about. That being said, Ghost, you could have made a Fruit Loops flavor. Oh, shut up. Yeah, this thing's fine. It's just difficult to get through the whole can. I'm going to put it right below the blue raspberry in the B tier here. One more drink to go. If you guys made it this far into the video, why? What happened? Did you fall asleep? Are you okay? Should I send help? But anyways, we got the last drink. Welch's Grape, the pinnacle of all medicine flavors. In all honesty, I hate grape flavors. I always try to avoid them if I can. This one smells like a chemical plant. Kind of tastes like a raccoon pissed in this. I don't see who likes this. That's right, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Ghost, your first F tier, and the last drink you got in the lineup, so great job. I'm giving this a 1. Yeah, a 1 as in number 1, and F tier for phenomenal, flawless, some shit like that. Welch's Grape is the pinnacle of perfection. It is the quintessential grape soda with an added refreshness of just pure hydration. It feels like there's juice in this. It's so good. It's flawless, phenomenal, perfect. Like it, love it, gotta have it. S tier, 10 out of 10. Perfect. And there you have it, my ranking of every single ghost flavor except for the Faze Pop, but we're going to forget that one even exists. That is everything up to date so far. And surprisingly enough, there's only 2 that I didn't quite like, and I'd still give it a 4 out of 10 because I think the flavor is there. It's just not a profile that I enjoy. So go ahead and leave in the comments your own personal ranking if you'd like. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. A special thank you to everybody who did. This is my first YouTube video, so obviously it's far from perfect, but hey, just trying things out. I will be making a second tier list in the future with another series, so, you know, stay tuned for that or ignore it. It's up to you. This channel is not going to be me drinking caffeine all the time, obviously. But yeah, subscribe if you want. I don't care.